Alright, welcome everyone. So I'll be going through question 2022 from the sample questions on exam P. So these questions are on the SOA website. Alright, so question reads, a fair dice rolled until 3 sixes are obtained. Let the random variable x be the total number of rolls required. Calculate the variance of x. Now, x has what we call a negative binomial distribution. But how do I know that x has a negative binomial distribution? I know that x has a negative binomial distribution because it is defined as the number of trials that's required for me to get the arc success. The number of trials that's required for me to get the arc success. Alright, where r is at least 2. And by r, I simply mean the amount of successes. So in this case, we can see that the number of successes that we're looking for is 3. So I'm going to let that r be equal to 3. So I'm looking for 3 successes. And x is defined as the number of trials that I need in order to get this. Alright. Furthermore, we have independent Bernoulli trials. It's either for each trial, it's either we're going to get a 6 or we're not going to get a 6. And the outcome of any trial is independent of what will the outcome of another trial. So we have independent Bernoulli trials, and of course x is defined as the number of trials that's required in order for me to get at least 2 successes. So with those conditions put together, I know that I have the negative binomial distribution. And just a bit more information on negative binomial distribution. It's really just a generalization of the geometric distribution. With the geometric distribution, x would be defined as the number of rows on which you get the first success, or the number of trials that's required. Yes, the number of trials that's required to get the first success. But for the negative binomial distribution, it is the number of trials required to get the arc success, where r must be at least 2. R is 2 or more. So I'm hoping that you can see the generalization coming out right here. Alright, so for the geometric distribution, x would be defined as the number of trials required to get the first success. So that's the geometric distribution, number of trials required to get the first success. That's how x would be defined. But for the negative binomial distribution, it's simply the number of trials that's required to get the arc success, where r must be at least 2 or more. Alright? Okay, so the variance of x, so for the negative binomial distribution, the variance of x is simply that is equal to r 1 minus p over p squared. What's the probability of getting a success in this case? Alright, so we just said that r is equal to 3, but what's the probability of me getting a success? And success in this case is getting a 6. So that's simply 1 over 6. So the only thing we pretty much need to do at this point is just substitute the values into this formula. So r is 3. We have 1 minus and p is 1/6 over p, that's 1/6 squared. Alright, so you plug all of these values in your calculator and you should end up with 90, which is of course our answer E. Alright, hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, please feel free to share them. Alright.